You ain't go.
Ah.
Mycomics is the best, I guess you know why. My comics.
Talk. I'm pulling up on you, nigga. Put some respect on my name.
You already know what it
Put some
is.
respect on my name.
It's
Put some respect on my
Indiana.
name.
DZOB.
Put some respect on my name.
Man, put some respect on these doggone underrated superheroines and super villainous and barenesses across the board. Welcome back, fellow knowledge seekers. It's my comments busting through your speakers. I am your hostess with a little bit more than the mostest. And over here is Midnight Assassin.
What's going on with you now? Shoot, people don't appreciate the help no more.
You know, you ain't the help. You the main attraction, baby.
You talking about main attraction?
You the main attraction. I'm just here in your glory. I'm here in all your glory. All right. So I'm gonna be honest with you. My day was rough. I only got 4. All right. I couldn't read my last one. I wrote it up, but you know how I am. I'm about that perfection. So what we'll do is you wanna alternate on this one, or you just wanna go second?
Shoot, I go second.
All right. Coming in at number 1, I got my girl Nightshade.
Let's discuss Nightshade. First appearance, Captain America number 164 in August 1973. A child prodigy growing up in a poor Harlem neighborhood, Tilda Johnson developed a sophisticated understanding of physics, genetics, and cybernetics. However, she hid her brilliance behind a veneer of childish behavior. She was determined never to experience poverty again. Tilda saw crime as a way to get rich quick and assumed the name Nightshade. Her life was turned around when the vigilante Nighthawk of Earth 31916 became a part of mainstream reality and asked her to join him. Tilda took over his heroic identity when he was gunned down by Captain America's Hydra forces. Now let's discuss her powers and abilities. She was a fair athlete, an accomplished street fighter, a brilliant scientist and inventor, and in the past has created mind-controlling chemicals and lifelike robots.
Nightshade.
You got that awesome narrator.
Right. So Nightshade showed up in the Luke Cage series this time around. They didn't do a whole lot with her. They didn't make her fully into Nightshade like they do. In the last episode, she became Nightshade. I want to see more of Nightshade. They need to bring this young lady into the MCU point blank, period. I don't know if they're gonna bring her in as a superhero or maybe an anti-hero, but she's been a villain too. All right, moving on to my next one is.
Oh, I thought we was going back and forth.
No, I don't like you today.
Dang,
next one is Fatality. Is Fatality, who hails from DC Comics, and her first appearance was in Green Lantern Volume 3, issue number 83. Fatality's home planet was destroyed due to a miscalculation by the Green Lantern, John Stewart. She became the sole survivor and wanted revenge. She swore vengeance on all Green Lanterns. She dedicated herself to become one of the universe's most deadliest warriors. The rest of this you will have to read for yourself, or maybe later on we might do a storyline on Fatality. Let me know in the description box below if that's what you want to see, a storyline on Fatality. Anyways, Fatality has super strength, speed, reflexes, and endurance. She is an expert in all forms of melee combat. She is one of the best warriors in the universe. You know what's crazy? When I start reading through these comic books, looking at just the basic powers, not feats, not any of this other stuff they online about, it says that Fatality is one of the best melee warriors in the entire universe. I mean, Batman can't mess with her. And she got super strength, super speed, reflexes, and all that other stuff. And people say, oh, Batman can take Fatality. Not this underrated superhero. All right, Super-heroine. Would you like to go at your 2 now? Let's do two. Let's do two. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I went ahead and got the thing like to read stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and start off with Martha Washington. Yeah, I always see stuff about Martha Washington come up and stuff, and like it always interests me like the storyline, like what that would be like if we saw that on the big screen and whatnot. But Frank Miller and David Gibbons introduced readers to Martha Washington in 1990, giving me liberty from the Dark Horse Comics, which followed the heroine's life as she joined the military faction known as the PAX. Peace Force, and used her determination training and advanced computer skills to save the world a number of times in her century-long life. Man, that's a long time, man. But it's cool. It's cool to see she's a soldier, soldier of fortune, and she has all these big guns and stuff, and she's always just blasting stuff away. Her story begins in the 90s and extends well into the dystopic future as Martha Washington lives a life as a warrior because she has because she has to in order to survive a dangerous future filled with corrupt politicians, deadly robotic intelligence, and even alien threats in her ongoing series of comic stories that would adapt well to the big screen if given a chance.
That's DC? You said that was DC? Frank Miller?
Yeah, it's Frank Miller. Yeah.
Oh, I'm about to do you, dog.
He said he's about to do me.
I'm about to make a full 3-minute video on this one. I like her.
See, I was gonna do another one, but I saw that you had already done it. So
what I already did?
You did what's her name? Debris.
That's right, homie. But
I ain't gotta do her. So right now I'm gonna do Tanya Spears. So Tanya Spears, she's also a Power Girl, the second Power Girl. But while the original Power Girl was an alternate reality Supergirl that was stuck in DC's New 52 universe, a version of her abilities were passed to her genius assistant Tanya Spears when the original Power Girl made the jump back to her home reality. Spears became the New 52's new Power Girl and joined the Teen Titans to help train her new abilities, which include super strength, flight, and size alteration. So she can get real big or small. While a version of Tanya Spears, played by Nesta Cooper, appeared on Supergirl, she never appeared in her Power Girl identity, which fans are still hoping to see in live action.
Well, you lucky. I was gonna do an actual storyline on her for my DC thing, and I realized that her powers are closely aligned with Camilla Khan's. She gets big. She has super strength. Only difference is Camilla Khan can't fly. That was it. I mean, other than that, I think it's a similarities between them. But other than that, I was gonna do that. I was gonna do that. What's that called? What's that called? My Black Superman. So I need to do a Black Superwoman, and I was kind of just building up the homework. But Tanya Spears is one of them, and then it's like Val Zod's wife or something, or kids. That's the other Supergirl. But thanks for bringing that to the forefront. And now it is the P's turn. All right, who I had? Nightshade and Fatality. Man, listen, they did this young lady wrong, man. With that CW show, Naomi, they need to go ahead and bring that back out and let a sister direct that thing. But tonight, Naomi is one of my picks. Right. Is Naomi McDuffie, who goes by Naomi. She hails from DC Comics. Her first appearance was in Naomi, issue number 19. I think the year is 2019? 2019. She is fairly new on the scene. She is from an alternate Earth and was gifted at birth with godlike powers. And she was sent here to Earth to be hidden or preserved from her Earth's bad guy. Naomi can transform into a superpower form where she generates an energy wave that surrounds her entire body. She can utilize that energy to shoot energy blasts. She also has flight, superhuman strength, and superhuman durability. Right. So with Naomi, they ran a season, I think at the beginning of 2021. Anyways, it sucked. It ran on the CW. I could not stomach it.
CW, man.
They did the same. Right. They did the same dumb stuff they always do. trying to build them up instead of we want to get the full action, and during the action, give us the backstory. Number 2, number 3 episode, number 4 episode, start going back and showing us a little bit of that stuff. But let them go ahead and come out in all their glory and all their power, and then boom, you know what I'm saying? Give us a season. All right, and then the last one I have. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do Typhoid Mary. I'm gonna read her. That's my last one. But let's go ahead. This one, I had to give props to these young ladies because these young ladies near and dear to my heart. They had the toughest, smoothest line, the most memorable line in the MCU. Anybody who say they line ain't the best, boom,
Ain't the best.
whatever. You have no jurisdiction here.
The Dora Milaje have jurisdiction wherever the Dora Milaje find themselves to be. Best line in the MCU, period, who first appeared in Black Panther Volume 3, Number 1 in November 1998. The Dora Milaje, English Adored Ones, are an elite group of warriors who serve as the all-female special forces for Wakanda, as well as serving as the Black Panther's personal bodyguards. The Dora Milaje are the most formidable force in the world, sacrificing everything to protect their African nation of Wakanda.
So first, before I get into that, I want to give props to L to the P because she come through in the clutch every time in the last minute. I'd be like, hey, yo, can you read this? Can you do it this way? And it was kind of funny when I was like, hey, you have no jurisdiction here. And then she just bust out.
And she did that. She did that.
Right. And she never seen the actual show. And so to do that, I was like, wow, I'm going to have to show you the show because you could have actually been on there. But yeah, I think the Dora Milaje don't get enough props for how bad they are. And I mean, if you didn't watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier, they showed you just how bad it was. I mean, they're trained so well that they're on par with some of these superhuman people. All right, these dudes is on their game. I mean, they John Walker, they made him look weak. And the other thing is too, as I was going back looking at Dora Milaje, I realized, this is off the subject, that Battlestar that was in there, he got powers in the comic books. All right, I'm trying to figure out why they come up. He got powers.
I see it all the time. Wait. I always see it right there all the time. I don't know what it is.
He got powers in the comic books, and I was like, why didn't give him no powers? Yeah, I seen it. Why didn't give him no powers in the actual Falcon and the Winter Soldier? So is they gonna bring him back? But anyways, Dora Milaje, them females is off the chart. I mean, Okoye and the rest of them. We need to see more of them. Regardless, we just need to see them in the MCU, and they're in the comic books. I mean, at least 4 or 5 times a year, Dora Milaje get a showing in the Black Panther and the Marvel universe. If they ain't over there messing with Wolverine, fighting Captain America, I mean, they just there. Anyway, so that's my pick.
Oh, all right. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw up there. You already know. You know this one, Natasha Irons.
Boom!
Yeah. So yeah, the first Black armor hero known as Steel in the DC universe was John Henry Irons, who designed the suit of armor following the Man of Steel's death of Superman. So after John was injured, Natasha designed a suit of armor using her powerful apocalyptic tech in order to help save him. He passed on his role and his new suit that Irons would continue to upgrade over the years as she joined teams like Teen Titans and even as a replacement in the Justice League. I'm not gonna read the rest of that, Joe. But yeah, she became the new Steel and stuff, and you saw the different versions of how she changed the stuff over the years.
So I like that, and I know me, she, you, but well, here's the thing: when you start talking about the female characters and us recognizing them during Black History Month and all that kind of good stuff, they could actually make a show using Natasha Irons, and make it live. And I mean, they already kind of doing it with Superman and Lois, where you got the daughter of Steel in there. However,
Yeah.
and they got her suit. They're gonna
That's supposed
cancel.
to be his niece.
Yeah, they're gonna cancel. They're gonna cancel that show,
Oh, they're
Superman.
gonna cancel it. Man.
Right. So we're not gonna get We're not gonna get a character development of her moving forward and showing how of a badass she could actually be, a force of nature she could actually be. Because I've read a couple of the Steel comics, and with the Steel comics, right? Listen, Steel took up the mantle after Superman. All right, during that Death of Superman, and he had to fight Doomsday. He was putting it down. Doomsday got the best of him, but he was putting it down. He was putting it down. Natasha Irons is tougher than Steel. All right. We can do a lot with that, but when you know how they do us with this. You know how they do us. Anyways.
All right, so next one is
Don't you
Silhouette.
cut me off?
Oh, I thought you was done. You just kept on going. But anyway, Silhouette. Yeah. Silhouette is a mutant who has the power to blend into the shadows. Along with usual super strength, speed, and reflexes, she can also use her shadow powers to teleport and defend herself. The character has worked with the New Warriors, Fantastic Four, Secret Avengers, and will fit literally anywhere in the MCU. Silhouette was paralyzed in a gunfight and uses her enhanced crutches with various weapons. It would truly be powerful to see a Black disabled woman fighting alongside with some of Marvel's biggest heroes.
You know, you and your people ain't ready for that. I mean, y'all didn't even want Echo. Oh, I like that. That's nice. I was gonna do a video on Silhouette. I have been holding it up for a very, very long time. I think I'm gonna have L to the P break it down one more time and then read from there. All right. Whew. Bear with me because I have to read, and I hate reading. All right, so for my last one, I'm gonna talk about Typhoid Mary. And the way I got introduced with Typhoid Mary is because Wolverine had to fight her, Spider-Man had to fight her. But Typhoid Mary, who appeared in Daredevil issue 254 in January 1998, serves as one of the Kingpin's most formidable enforcers, one of her toughest enforcers. Why we ain't getting Typhoid Mary in the Daredevil universe, I don't know. As a mutant, she exhibits psychic abilities, allowing her to kindle fires, manipulate objects, and influence the thoughts of others. Complicating her powers is a deeply fragmented physique, giving the rise to two distinct personas, the innocent Mary and the ruthless Typhoid Mary. All right. In the course of a mission aimed at emotionally dismantling Daredevil, the Kingpin's arch nemesis, Typhoid Mary unexpectedly finds herself entangled. Entangled. That's where that word comes from. Entangled in a complex romantic connection with the Daredevil. Man, listen. She went back and forth between being an enforcer for Kingpin to being like an anti-hero and fighting along other superheroes.
Like Echo?
Yeah. Just like Echo. And
said she like bipolar?
Right. Man, listen, I came across her, and I'll say it again, in my early Wolverine comic reading days, and I just thought she was an interesting comic. Interesting character, and I just wanted to bring her up for this show. Like, man, Typhoid Mary is in there. I never really got into the other side of how she was because I like to follow Wolverine, but I wanted to showcase her on the show tonight. And I think later on this week, y'all will get a short video on her on the shorts. And
I got the last one. I say the best for last. For everybody out there, y'all thought this is the end of Bishop, but guess what? We got something just alongside Bishop coming up with here. We got Shard, baby. That's right, Shard Bishop. I see. While fans have seen a few Black female Marvel characters like Valkyrie and the recent debut of Monica Rambeau Spectrum on WandaVision, there's still a few characters from Marvel who are ready for their live-action debut, including Shard from the X-Men Technically, Char was more of an X Factor team member, while her older brother Bishop worked with the X-Men and received his own live-action appearance. Char's unique holographic existence in the past and her work with her adaptive X Factor team make her a perfect candidate to help introduce a new element into the MCU she hasn't been seen before. That's right. That's Bishop. Char.
Yo, and that's the other thing. Make sure you explain the M on their eye, because in the future,
that's what the government gave them.
Right.
To like, because when they were born, the government gave them that in the future and stuff. I forgot why. Like, I guess the mutants.
Right. M stands for mutant. Okay. Right. Listen, I follow Silhouette Sharp for a while, especially with the adventures of Bishop and when they interact with the X-Men. I'm listen. I don't know why she ain't been introduced in the MCU. Let's talk about the MCU for a moment. Because I know you be sending me texts all week long. And some of your texts have a point. They have a point. I'm gonna say this. We do not need Marvel. We do not need any more shows where you're doing a hero origin. You might as well just go ahead and bring us out 5 or 6 or 10 people with superpowers on the screen and have them doing the awesome stuff that they do. I was gonna say shit, the awesome shit they do. That's what made Infinity Wars so awesome, because you was showing us what all these different heroes were doing. I mean, to see Captain America and Black Panther running in the battle next to each other, and they the fastest mugs. Then you got War Machine coming across the sideline, you know what I'm saying, shooting stuff up. Then you got Thor coming in, you know what I'm saying, doing his thing, and then Rocket Raccoon fighting next to Winter Soldier. Thanos hit the scene. His hand go down and Captain America got catch his hand. You can't get no better than that. And then Loki. You mess with his heart with Loki, and I'm gonna say this why. Because the whole time I'm like, man, Loki should be doing more than this. And they would do a little bit more to show, yo, Loki can do this, Loki can do this, Loki would do this. And then next thing you know, you put Loki had learned to love his friends, and he wanted family. And then the next thing you know, you made him all alone up there in a big castle by himself. He's only a hop, skip, and a jump away.
With glorious purpose.
Right. He's only a hop and skip and jump away, but guess what? He can't even come visit you because he's stuck up in there entire. What's the other one that was a good one? Moon Knight. I think we could have did more with Moon Knight. I like Moon Knight, how we kind of, brought us in slowly. But Moon Knight need to come on. Season 2 need to be so devastating. Oh, and then I know you're going to talk shit, but I didn't make it past the 3rd episode of Echo. It got too slow for me. And right now, I'm just not in the slow mentality. The first episode, when y'all had Echo and Daredevil interacting, like, that fight scene to me was all that, because it was like Daredevil throw a blow, and he's standing like up in front of you, and we see him like we're looking through Echo's eyes, and like he looking back like, yeah, I slapped you. He like, yeah, I kicked you, and then it keeps going. Invincible, Gen V, Umbrella Academy, if they bring it back. Umbrella Academy got one more episode and then they gonna cancel it. I watched.
You said one more episode? One more season.
Oh. One more season, then they gonna cancel it. And then what's some other guys? Can't remember their names. Not the Suicide Squad, not the Teen Titans. What's that other group that DC got? With the robot.
Oh, the Doom Patrol.
Doom Patrol. Thanks. Doom Patrol. Man, listen. That was all right. It was kind of worth the watch. Got slow at times, and then you got Titans that I got to go back to last week. And when I was posting the shorts. I couldn't help but laugh at some of the stuff you were saying. Yo, got the superpower guys on the sideline, and we got to watch Dick Grayson do his stuff. You know, how Dick Grayson go poison Superboy, and you got.
It don't make no sense, man. It's like they want to put the karate people up front, and then you got the powerhouses like Starfire and Superboy like getting poisoned by Dick Grayson for no reason. Like, that don't even make no sense.
Look, the funniest thing was she was like, let me show you how powerful Starfire is. I'm holding your hand. I'm burning you up. 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 You're dead. And that's it. Like, we didn't get anything.
Yeah.
Man, listen.
Yeah.
He could say, I couldn't even support Doom Patrol. It was kind of slow at times, but it was the only thing on TV. That was the only thing. I watched it. It was a guilty pleasure. I tried for like 2-3 seasons.
It had like decent stories and stuff, but like you said, it did get kind of slow at times when it could have picked up. It was just like, man, like when we gonna see like some character development? It just seemed like everybody was just the same, you know, from the beginning all the way through. Like we got to see like the girl in her mind and stuff. We got to see, you know, some like, you know, backstories on the guy, like they had to, you know, he was wrapped up and invisible and everything. But it's just like, when do we get to move on? When we get to go forward and see like development, you know, the next level, Super Saiyan.
Yo,
that just wasn't happening.
The Hispanic chick who had multiple personalities, the reason why I liked her because she was a reminder of how Typhoid Mary would be.
Yeah.
Right, and her different personalities would definitely be something I think they need to bring to the big screen, the DCEU. Or the DCU when they go ahead and do it. And you know what? I seen this raggedy post or this raggedy text from somebody I know about the new Supergirl.
That's right.
Like she gonna suck.
Whatever, bro. You'll see. How you be a hater? You like, oh, the Marvel's this, the Marvel's that, and then here we got DC's version of the Marvel. I'm like, yo, they finna do better. They look like they finna have a better story on this, and you ain't even give it a chance. You just come out the gate hating.
Roll Tide. Calm your nerves, motherfucker.
Hater.
Calm your nerves, dog.
Hey, you the one told me to give Echo a chance. I don't even like that show.
Let me hit you with something. It's not the show of Supergirl. I think that's gonna be better. I just don't like the actress. I don't care for the actress. She sucks. Now listen, if you won't do Supergirl, if you're gonna do Supergirl, I want somebody like Chloe from Smallville. I want Lois Lane. I know what's the other chick name? Lana Lane.
I hope ain't nobody in Superman's story.
I want Lana Lane.
Superman's story in Supergirl. I hope ain't nobody in there. I hope it's all Brainiac. I hope it's all Second Krypton. I hope it ain't nobody from Superman in there. Ain't hear me. I hope everybody from Superman don't appear in there.
You ain't hear me. You ain't hear me. I want the actor or something like Chloe from Smallville to play Supergirl or Lana Lane. The actor
you don't get what
play,
you want.
They need somebody to look like her, but this current one, he look goofy.
You don't get what you want. You don't get nothing. You don't get nothing you want.
No.
You're already hating.
And lastly,
your own twist on it. You a hater.
Lastly, for Kang, they talking about looking at Denzel Washington's son.
Oh yeah,
to play Kang.
Why do you go back with Jonathan Majors? Like all that stuff was like thrown out.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't.
Yeah, we might do a story on that. In fact, next week we'll discuss Jonathan Majors. I got a lot of interesting things to say about that because.
Man.
All right, so go and get ready to close the zone out. Hold on. Mr. Gum, the Doom Patrol was starting to get crazy, so it was starting to get ridiculous. Titans was much better. Yep, Titans was much better for a little while. Brother Blood, I actually kind of got into that episode, but before that, it got slow, and then it kind of moved up. But I didn't even finish the Brother Blood. But with Brother Blood, I'm gonna go back and watch it, and the only reason why is because it's Klaus from originals that's playing Brother Blood. Anyways, hey, go ahead and close this thing up.
Appreciate everybody showing up, man. Everybody putting in the comments and stuff.
I'm pulling up on you. Put some respect